recording it
move on.
now.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I explained is that the first view you have within the application, you've got multiple warehouses. Here I only have two warehouses set up,
Yeah.
but you can have
Yes.
multiple warehouses. I have a view of many dashboards that can be set up in many different ways. Right now, I'm just looking at dashboards that are all related to warehouse spacing, room aisle capacity, zone capacity, occupancy, but you can also have views of by products, by inventory. Here, we're just looking at it by customers, but if you have different types of products, then you can have those dashboards set. But all dashboards, as you know, are linked to reports. So in here, you'll see we have detailed reports, and based on these different reports, we can also equate them to different dashboards because the dashboards are just a reflection of the data that's being captured throughout the application in real time. What's key about this is that we also have the concept of some quick views that give you some ASNs. In the Sell That suite, we utilize ASNs to give you advanced shipping notifications. What you'll see within our application is that we're able to connect you with your vendors as you're placing orders, and as those orders are coming in, your vendor is going to notify you of those inbound orders. Those are advanced shipping notifications, and you'll be able to see what's coming in through those advanced shipping notifications. Here I could see there's 7 coming in. I could see that now 7 are in receiving, 34 are received. And the same thing applies on the outbound. On the outbound, I can see that I have 5 new orders that need to be shipped out. 0 are in back order. I have some allocated, some are picked, some are in packing. So depending on the workflows that you need within the application, you'll have real-time visibility at all times exactly what the status of all your inbound and outbound orders are. But more importantly than that, we also give you a snapshot view of exactly what could be happening at different locations within your warehouse. We can give it to you exactly by date parameters, or we can go so deep as to even give you a date search option. But all this is flexible to meet exactly your customer, your needs. We can even align email messages to key stakeholders based on certain tasks that are happening. Ultimately, the application is built to give you a good experience to your customers. So we have alert bars. Maybe you could have capacity issues, too much inventory based on certain algorithms that are set up in the system upon receiving in certain rack, floor, or space locations. If you have more inventory coming in than can be allocated to a certain space in your warehouse, you might want to be notified to be able to take immediate actions. Same thing with advanced shipping notifications. You are expecting it on February 19th. It's now February 24th. You want to have a notification saying it's late, or back orders, or orders that are in late. Everything to keep you notified of any issues up front so you can address them quickly with your customers and internal stakeholders. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
On the
Very clear.
inbound, here you have an item master. This is very important when I demo. When I demo, I very quickly show the item master and I say, this is your full catalog of products. Okay? So in here, you could have literally hundreds or thousands of products within the system. All products that you have. You can easily add a product, but this is not the most opportune way to do it. What's most important is that we have the option to import products, import lists, import customers, advanced shipping notifications, items and orders. We create standard templates that you can populate, import them back into the system, and these templates can be set up for specific customers, specific products or projects, and then import it into the system. And that's how you will have a full item master at all times. But most importantly, you can either do a file transfer. We can also set up full integration into third-party applications or partners. Here you see that we have it set up to be able to have a real-time interface to a customer portal, to a purchase order management application, order line, sales and order management application, delivery management, or into your accounting platform or into your ERP. So this is always set up to make sure that you've got real-time data coming into your system, either manually through a file transfer or through an interface. We can even set up data to come into your system through an EDI. So through the EDI platform, you can see here that we have our own EDI gateway. And you can see no matter how many vendors you're dealing with, we've got the 846s, the 856s, 940s, and 945s. So within our application, there's multiple ways of getting data into the application. Okay, so I think, Huey, I think it's important when I do the demos, that's one of the first things I talk about on the inbound and the item master. Once I have the data into the system, now I can manage exactly what I'm going to do with it from a receiving perspective. Now I've got these advanced shipping notifications. They are going to be received, arrive at the warehouse. The first thing I'm going to be doing is the receiver, here we go, the receiver is going to, the truck is going to come, he's going to click on good receipts, and now he's going to scan the container, see the exact ASN that is received. What's important about this mobile application is that it's user-friendly. A line that I use very frequently, Huey, in my presentations, if it helps you, is that I say the design of this mobile application is similar to that of a Windows. It's got large tiles, it's easy to use and easy to understand. It's very user-friendly. The same way I have my iPhone, and when I picked up my iPhone, I never picked up the manual. This is the way that I want people to experience our mobile applications. I want them to be able to click on this, see exactly what the container, what the ASN, what potentially the customer is. Okay, what potentially the customer is, scan the SKU, receive it in. Oh, sorry, okay. 1 second. Scan the SKU, receive it in quickly. Okay, and then automatically these are going to get updated at the head office in here, even if he has what we identify as a discrepancy. So let's take a look. This is the real-time visibility of what's happening by the receivers in the warehouse and what's happening at head office. He was expecting 5, he received 5. He was expecting 4, he received 0. It's a discrepancy of -4, and that's what's being identified here as a discrepancy. In addition, on the barcode on the handheld, he can print barcode, print carton barcodes, print receiving labels. So everything can be triggered and set up on the handheld to work automatically as your receiving process is working through the handheld or through the browser version. It's our model. It's our model to ensure that the workflows within the application work the way you need it to work and not the other way around. All software applications, warehouse management applications, should be able to do the standard process of receiving, put away, pick, pack, and ship. What makes our application different is that we're able to configure the application to work the way you want it to work. That's what makes us different. We're not a box application. We are a personalized application, meaning your workflows, your business rules, and processes are considered when it comes to the configuration of the workflows within the software suite. So once the goods have been received in, then you have a full view of everything that's been received, and then you go into the put away logic. Within the put away logic, there's many variables. No two companies put products away the same way. It could be 1-step, 2-step, 3-step. You where you put it away, the types of products, that's all unique to your business. The put away assignment, who we assign the put aways to, all that will be part of the discussion that we have with the customers once they engage with us. Is it going to be assigned to handhelds? Is it going to be assigned to users? Is the put away going to be assigned to a worker working in a zone? So it's your business rules. Okay, does that make sense so far, Huey?
Yes,
Okay,
it does. Does.
very good. Then when we get to the outbound, obviously you want to ship products out the door. Okay, so here we're looking at outbound orders. What's very important about this is lots of orders come into our application in different ways that you need to release. So depending on the nature of your business, those orders can come from companies. They can even come from consumers. So we can connect to market channels. Okay. And they could be an e-com order, a bulk order, a B2B order, could be a cross-dock order. All these orders are coming into the system, and that's how we're processing outbound orders. Within the application, there's lots of statuses of orders. It's a new order. The order is now allocated, picking, packed, shipped, staging, ready to ship, partially allocated. All these options are available, plus more. Again, it's dependent on the nature of your business and how many steps are critical to your operation, and that's what we will configure for you. What's exciting about the application is that once an item is shipped, you have the order details of exactly who the customer is, what the shipping information is, what the items are that you shipped, what the package cartons are, how many cartons went out. You have a full audit trail. You have documents where you're able to do image capture, both the inbound and outbound. You have an order flow. Here I'm just showing you 11 different steps, but you could say, I need to assign a customer service rep to orders. So you would just drag and drop that in here, and that would be part of your work order. If you need to create a bill of lading as part of your workflow, you could drag and drop that in here. If you don't want to do any allocation, you could drag and drop that out as an example. So there's lots of flexibility in regards to workflows within your inbound and outbound processes. We can assign labor costs. We can do outbound pallet and license plate assignment. We can do labeling. We can do palletization. And we can even generate invoices based on services that you provide for your business. Okay? Once again, within the outbound process, there's assigning customer service reps, allocating orders, wave pick, work orders, order packaging, pallet assignment, bills of lading, all that can get configured to meet the rules of your business. Okay? Make sense so far, Huey?
Yes, yes.
Okay. On the handhelds, you'll see here once again, I did the good receipt. I could potentially do a cross dock. I can put inventory away. And it's simple as just scan the item and scan the location. Scan the license plate, scan the location, put the items away. That's simple. We want to make sure it's user friendly and easy to understand by the users in your warehouse. You could do cycle counting, relocate inventory, move it from one location to another. e-com picking and packing, if that's important to your business. You can move items to the shipping lane, or of course you can do put away. But this is just a sample of some of the tiles that are available. There's many other tiles available, but again, it's dependent on the nature of the business, your business rules, your workflows, and your operations. Following that, you can also have kitting. Kitting is a simple process where you can either assign a SKU and then have multiple components below it. You could do a relocation, moving inventory from one area of the warehouse to another, or you could even process inventory transfers. You can do RMAs, a put back process. We have e-commerce workflows, meaning that we're moving bulk inventory to high pick areas within your warehouse to be able to ship it to individual consumers via parcel packages. What's exciting about the application that gets us a lot of recognition is in the inventory management, because we're able to support consolidation, taking inventory of like items at different locations and consolidate it into one singular location in the warehouse. We can transfer pallets. We have great cycle count logic within the system, and cycle counts can be managed based on date and time, different product locations. They can be assigned to users, okay? And cycle counts can have different statuses within the software application. Depending on the types of products you're dealing with, we can even block stock. Block stock for customers, by SKUs, by items, by locations, and even assign reasons as to why you've blocked that stock. Here, you just see a sample of we're blocking the stock because it's broken. We're blocking the stock because it's quarantined. We're blocking the stock because there is a recall on that product. One of the most dynamic features within the application is our graphical representation of your warehouse. Depending on the nature of your business, we're gonna have a graphical image of all the locations, whether it be rack, floor, or shipping locations, all represented here for you. You'll then be able to have a quick snapshot based on customers, products. So depending on how your inventory and customers are laid out, where you can just color code everything and just say, all my blue can be assigned to a specific customer or a product group. And when I click on it, then I can just quickly see exactly what I have there. In this particular case, because nothing's highlighted, I can see that I have no inventory for that customer. But if I look at all customers once again, and I just click on a location here, I see quickly that in this specific location, I have this SKU, I have this carton, this number of pieces, and I even have an expiration date if that's critical to your business. I can even take it so far as to see that SKU 444 is located there right now, but I could even go here and say, where do I have 444? Here it is. I click on it, I hit search, and I see there's the location. I could also just take another product and say, where do I have this product 213? I get a dynamic list below it. Click on any one, hit search, and I see that this could be located in various locations throughout my warehouse. Gives me a quick snapshot to say, in this zone, in this rack location, I see that I have 1,200 pieces, 500 cartons of that product. Lastly, reports. We have a lot of flexible, unique reports that give you a good snapshot and an understanding of what's happening within your business. So in this inventory report, you see your SKUs, your size, your colors, your lots, your available quantities, allocated quantities, but there's lots of flexibility in these reports and seeing the information you need. But what's most important here is that you're able to export this data and you can manipulate it then in Excel or another application if needed. We also have invoicing, if that's important to your business, where you can also create many charge codes based on any kind of value added services that you offer to your customers, whether it just be space, whether it be pallet in, out, the amount that you charge to provide these services, and even if it's over a time period. So what I said before about the application was that we do the initial configuration, but after that configuration, we empower you with the tools to be able to manage the application yourself. We do provide 24/7 support and maintenance, but if you have your own IT team, then you could certainly lift the hood and manage the application yourself, because there's one thing that is consistent, and that's change. The application is designed to help you grow your business. If you have new products, if you have new master data. Remember before in the block reason, I just had broken, but I also said you could have different reasons. Here is where you could just simply add additional reasons. So now I'm lifting the hood and I'm empowering you with the tools to manage the application. I can create new zones, new locations in my warehouse, units of measure. So today I could be dealing with one type of customer. Tomorrow I could be dealing with a customer that needs liquids, that needs pounds. I have different damage types. I could be dealing with additional commodities or states or countries or carton dimensions. So all this, we empower you with the tools to update the application. Okay? Of course, you can call us and we can do it for you, but we just want you to understand that we empower you with the tools to be able to manage the business as you grow. This is pretty standard for all software applications. Of course, you've got the users and your roles that you could set up within the system, as you see here. And see here we have a lot of access where you're able to give, delete, read, write access to each one of your users and assign it to roles. So there's lots of flexibility in that. Within the application, you see here that if I open everything up and I really lift the engine to show you all the flexibility of the software suite, between the dashboards, all the inbound operations, all the outbound operations, all the kitting functionality, how you're doing your relocation and RMAs, what you're doing as a putback process, e-commerce, the inventory management. I know that you really like that warehouse layout. You see the reporting functionality that we have, all the invoicing capabilities, because you want to be able to collect on the services that you provide and the products that you ship out. And then all the tools that would give you to manage the application. You see that it's very deep, it's very rich, it's very user-friendly, and it's very stable when it comes to getting the data into the system, doing any kind of interface, and also providing you with the tools to manage languages and multi-warehouses. That's about it. And that was more than 5 minutes, I know, but those are the key points that I share with prospects. Okay, Huey?
Yes, thank you for your sharing.
I don't know if that helps a little
As a
bit.
sales manager, I think it's very helpful for all of us, especially for the sales team.
Yeah.
And we can do the same way to present this WMS 360 to a new customer. We will
So
follow the way you are doing. Thank you very much for this.
hopefully there's a couple points in there that you can use on Friday. I wish you success. Good luck with your presentation.
Yeah, thank you, and see you later.
Okay, thank you.